So this is my first video for the year. So happy new year, everyone. So we are looking at a quick review of the market this week so far. So like in most years, typically January is very slow, right? But this year, from the way this week has set off, it doesn't look like we are going to have a slow January. So January is going to be very crazy. So this week has been very exciting, a lot of volume and liquidity. I made good amount of money, and I'm so far excited about 2023. But so today, NFP, we had a tank to the downside, but I am currently in drawdown on the Nasdaq because I started selling the Nasdaq way earlier, and I sold during the NFP, pushed up after, and I took a buy, right? But I didn't hold a buy. I closed the buy around here into this zone here. All right, I was expecting something like this, and the sell to continue, but it broke to the upside. I held the trade because the positions were not that big compared to the account size, so I held the trade, and currently we are here. So this is the only thing that is going to make me close the trade on Nasdaq is when this level is breached. Until that level is breached, currently I still see this as bearish, right? But the only thing is we came to test very strong level here. Very strong level was tested here, multiple touches. Double bottom. So this trade today was very clean, but it does not change the structure. We are back to this level here. So the only time I'll be looking for bullish Nasdaq here is when we break to the upside. Then I'll be looking for a pullback for the continuation, right? But currently, if it fails to break this level here, then what the scenario will be looking out for would be a push to the downside, a pullback, and then continue to sell. So even in each scenario, there are still opportunities for buyers and sellers. You just need to know when to go in for a sell if you're a seller, and when to go in for a buy if you are buying. So yeah, in general, the main reason for recording this video is to look at the Dixie. So the reason why I decided to exit my trade on the Nasdaq and start selling was because of the Dixie. So this is what happened on the Dixie. We had a push to the upside, but when price was coming here, I was looking out for a rejection of this level here, a rejection inside this zone, but we broke to the downside. But if you look at it critically, this is where we are on the Nasdaq. Yeah, price is testing this level here, and we've had a big breakout. Even though we've not broken out of this level here, it's a very significant push on the USD. Significant push. We're going down for a very long time. We pushed up here, right? So now the next thing we need to keep an eye on is two levels. The two levels that we should keep an eye on the dollar is this level here, and the second one would be this level here. So if we don't breach mainly this level, but it is most likely that price is going to rest here, there. So we are looking at long term. I'm on the 6 hours, so I'm not looking at what the price is looking to do in the, like, when the market opens on Monday. We are looking at long term, because if we get a major shift in trend here, that would be good, because this is the first week of the year, and this is where most of the, so for instance, you see this push here, this was somewhere around September, right? Major shifts like this happen in the year. So this happened in the last quarter, right? We are in the first quarter. The market needs to make a long-term decision, and one of those long-term decisions is to decide whether to break the low and continue to the downside, or flip to the upside and go up. In that case, if we're able to figure out what the market is looking to do, then we'll be able to ride the wave for a long time, right? So What I'm looking at is to pay attention to this level: first key level, second key level, and the third key level. But it will be nice if you get this. So a pullback, if this scenario happens, it means a pullback back. So in that case, we'll be looking for this kind of levels getting tested, and then we have a bullish push. But if we go down, break any of this level, even still, we are still looking for pullbacks, which could come all the way back to this level here. But in that case, we'll be looking for sell. So if you understand the market structure, you know, even if you are selling or you are looking at long-term sell, there will still be a big buying opportunity, because the market would always pull back to confirm that I am not going to break the previous low or high, to give us more insight into the market. So that is a Dixie. I had a very nice week. I had a very good NFP, but it's disappointing that I'm closing the week in the drawdown, which I am not exiting my trade. I'm still in a lot of drawdown. So I don't know if this is clear. This is like I'm not sure this is clear. That's like 2.9K on this account. And I have another drawdown lesser on another account. So yeah, I'm closing the week on the negative notes. I'm not closing my trades. I'm leaving my trades to run. I have good amount of risk. So I'll be looking at a pullback here. If we get a pullback in the early part of the week, I'll be able to recover and see how that will go. So another thing I need us to look at is the Euro JPY. So Euro JPY next week, I'll be looking to sell. So we see the price action here, right? We are stepping down, price pushed up, created a high on this psychological level, 141,300. And today we had a significant push. So what I'll be looking at is a pullback somewhere inside this zone. We'll be looking for a price action here. So now we are in the 6 hour. So on the 1 hour, this is what I will be looking at. Right. I'll be looking at a big push to the upside back here that does not break this level here, and I'll be looking to short here long term. So if we get this at the beginning of the week, that is good. That will give us a very good selling opportunity long term for the week. If you look at it clearly, you see the structure that is for me here. It's a nice potential head and shoulders pattern, right? That is Euro JPY. So next week I'll be looking for strong JPY from the structure that is painting now. Same thing here, but this structure is a little different. I'll be expecting price to go up a little bit, and this might coincide with the push to the upside we are looking at in Euro JPY. So something like this, a push into liquidity, and then I'll be looking for selling opportunity. NZD JPY, the structure is kind of different, but I would keep an eye on this high and then anticipate that we don't break that high. But most importantly, I need to see a shift, right? Something like this, and then we'll be looking for more selling opportunities. So keep in mind that next week I'm looking for strong JPY. I've not checked the fundamentals for the week, so I'm not really sure what we are looking for next week, right? Low, right? Makes a lot of sense for a tank here. So most of the JPY structures pointing to a strong JPY. This is a USD JPY, so very nice drop here. Unfortunately, I was not in it. We've come to this level here. I will be looking at something like this, push to the upside to test this level here, and then continue selling, right? So that'll be my plan on USD JPY. And CHF JPY, similar structure, right? I wanted to sell today, but I didn't want to increase my positions on the other trades I had, so I just had to let it go and then find another opportunity next week. So it's been an exciting week and then a good entry into 2023. So it looks like a very exciting liquidity coming in. So keeping an eye on this zone for the Nasdaq. US 30 structure is different. It's just like we are in free fall. But I was looking at this and I realized that price is testing the 50% retracement. So we've had a push to the downside. This is a big consolidation. So in case Dixie decide to retrace, this is a 50% retracement, and we could get something like this long term. But if we are looking for bullishness, we still need to come down anyway to test this level and then push it upside. So monitoring the 50% to see how this goes from there. The S&P 500, similar structure to the Nasdaq, but we kind of look like we are breaking. Okay, let me adjust this zone. So let me move this up here, this up here. All right. Yep. So similar structure. I'll be looking for, if we get a potential something like this, then at least, even if we are not going to go down long term, we might get a retracement all the way here, which is very good. Right. All right. So those are some exciting things. So gold, it's a shame I didn't take this trade because I caught the sell here yesterday, every single move here. Right. And I was looking for potential buys here. I didn't take this trade, and today we have been pushing up all the way to the upside. So that is kind of disappointing. AUD USD. AUD USD was one of the trades that I actually got in from the beginning of the NFP. I got in right here. But look at me, I got out here and I started selling from here, and now it is here. So that is kind of fucked up. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still bearish on Euro USD. So this is the second zone I'm looking at. I tried selling here, price broke to the upside. So this is the second zone I'm looking at. So top and the potential drop. And in that case, we might be looking for potential head and shoulders here to continue to the upside, or breach of the low to continue going down. So the reason why I'm long-term bearish on Euro USD. All right, let me take the EMA off. So it's a big retracement today, but important to note that this is a major level here. This is a major weekly high, right? A major weekly high, big push, and then this looks like a big retracement. From what, if we close like this, right? Next week we could get a weak fail and a continuation to the downside. So we could get a very long-term bearishness on Euro USD from the structure we have here. So not much changes in the market has happened, but we have very good liquidity and we are looking for exciting weeks. So this is not a full overview for what I'm looking for next week, just to like review a few of the trades I took and what I think might be happening next week. So I'll come back on Sunday and then we'll do a weekly overview, and then we'll see what opportunities to actually specifically get for the week. But you should pay attention to the JPYs for potential sales.